Hi guys, I am in the middle of doing a certification online on painting oversize, and many of you have asked me in the past to please show the big painting behind me. So I'm across my room from that painting, more at my front door, and I was teaching how to do these large flowers. So I thought this morning might be a nice way before my classes start to just kind of show you how I do a large flower petal. And so maybe this will inspire you if you go to onestroke.com, all spelled out, one stroke, and look at my online classes. I have entire oversized painting classes. And so, good morning. I hope that this is a great, wonderful day for you. I just got up and rode my stationary bike and my legs are burning. I'm trying to get some energy. I'm watching the beautiful cardinals and birds out by my garden flowers. And the red was so red, it made me smile because I think about my daughter who's passed away and my mom and grandmas and all the women up there that are looking down over me. So that felt really good this morning. So do something that makes you feel really good today. Think about this week, things that you might do to make somebody else feel great and lose ourselves in service, right? That's what I hear. So we're working on this oversize, okay? So can you see those chalk lines? What I do is I print out my picture and I fold it into quarters. All right. And then I can chalk them so I see this center. I screw two canvases together just to paint them. And then I unscrew it when I'm ready to paint inside on the inside edges. And it's a big wrap canvas. It's wide. It's a little bit less than 2 inches thick. And it hangs beautifully without framing it. And that's how we make sure it flows from one flower to the other. The flower petals flow from one canvas to the other. So I'm using oversized brushes. These are 1.5-inch brushes. I have these. I also have the pure brush set, which has 1.5 inches, but you can see the 1.5 inches is a little bit different. Oh, here they are. These are the ones that I think this was discontinued with a green handle, but there 2 of these come in a package for like $10. So check those out. All right. If you want large, flat chisel strokes. All right. So I am going to change it to the other camera, but what I'm using is magenta. These are all multi-surface. They have a sealer in them. So they kind of look like this, and they have these little, what they paint on. So we are painting on oversized 30 by 40, 2 of them, which makes 40 by 60. All right. And so I have floating medium, wicker white, magenta. All right. And I'm going to be working on this pink one right down here. All right. So you want to try it? Okay. So let's do the oversize, the other camera. There we are. And I'm going to be right here. Okay, so I'm going to move this so I can see a good visual of it. All right, so this is the inside. So we're going to put medium on. I dampen the brush first a little bit. Then I'm going to pick up the magenta in here. Now this is going, can you see where I'm getting it? This is going to go from this petal and up into here, back and forth, back and forth. And this canvas is already white. Okay, so this is blue chalk. I drew it on with blue chalk. All right. All right, so while this is all wet, let's see what else my picture does. Like I like to tape this picture up so I know what I'm doing. All right, so it's in front of me. But for right now, I'm trying to make this clear. So I'm going to come right in here. These are all the underneath colors, and all the top colors are going to be a blend. I'm talking away from the camera, so I'm worried that I might be too low. So I'm going to just talk a little bit louder, okay? And I'm going to put this in here now so that when I put the white over petals, it'll work good for us. So right in here. There we go. So after I get through with all this, I go back and I put the dark green in the background. Can you see that? So this painting I did a long time ago, and I teach how-tos from it, but I had it hanging on the outside of my building, my craft painting studio. And one night somebody stole it off the building. So now I'm going to replace it, not on my building. All right. I had it too easy for somebody to take it, I guess. Okay, so this is coming from behind. So I'm going to put a little bit here so that this rolls back, all right? This is the inside of the flower. I just thought this might be a little interesting little note for you this morning. Look how I did this. It's kind of fun. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with this on here. I'm going to get medium and grab white. All right, so look, while this is wet, I'm pushing this and I'm pulling. All right, so lots of white, and then back and forth into the pink. And this is the deal. You got to leave it and don't overwork it. Okay, so when I lay this on here, you can do this on a 16 by 20. You don't have to just do it on such a big canvas. And I want you to see these strokes are not difficult. That's the fun thing about Oversize. I teach this as usually a 2 full day, 2.5 day class, and you have homework at the end. I mean, homework every night to get caught up. And back and forth, back and forth. Okay, see how pretty that turns out? That's how you do these front petals. Okay, so these are going to come this way. All right, and I work it into there. And then if you look at these, they're going to be different. So they're going to come right here and pull back. And I ran out of paint, but they're going to pull back like this. And you have to have a hard edge. Okay, I probably covered my hand. Let me get some more white. Oops, I'm tumbling over here. Is this kind of fun this morning? Just a little bit different. All right, so look, lots of white. And I'm not getting medium, but can you see? Let me move up so you can see. Push and pull back. We're going to have dark green all the way up to that. So just like I have over here. So it makes it really stand out. All right. And I did have a really nice white edge up here also. So it's got just a little bit of a pink cast to it. A little bit. And see, while that's wet, it gives you some nice look there. All right, so each one of those go like that. And over here, I'm going up to that lavender flower. All right, now look what happens. and then I pull back, or white. I come here, and then I pull back. When I pull back, I go all the way into the pink. And I don't want so much that drips, so I'm kind of working on that. Let's see. And this is just one that I created before, so I'm not looking at a real flower right now, but I did when I did that. Isn't that kind of fun? Doesn't it look like it curved over? So I'm going to keep working on this. We'll send you a picture, or I'll put a picture of it completed when we post this. So I hope I inspired you to do bigger than you think. All right. There's lots of shading. I can come in with some darker pinks. And here, and here, this is the petal over here. So I can divide that petal a little bit. And this one too. All right. So there you go. This is, see, that's what we're doing, and it wasn't that hard. I'm just doing mostly those 4 flowers and maybe some little small flowers. Okay, sound good? I hope you have a wonderful day, and please make sure that you subscribe and ring the bell so that it lets you know when I'm on. And don't forget to share and tell me what you think. Tell me what you want. What's next? All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.